Good ID design, Ryoshu, by me. Before anything else, I have no idea what I'm talking about, ever. I have no fucking clue why people listen to me. I just spout bullshit about the game I like. I have no idea. I have no clue. WBTGID. This is a mini-series where I cover IDs I don't often talk about and my appreciation for them, going over their particular strengths or weaknesses and what makes them well designed. In my opinion, not yours. While the aim is to talk about only one ID per video to make these short and sweet, I might mention another here and there to show my appreciation. And I can be wrong about stuff despite my own research sometimes, so feel free to correct me. Just don't be a jackass is all I ask, or I'll rend you! I will discuss team compositions they work in, and all claims made are assuming that they are in the best composition for them. Today's Ryoshu ID is... Hope that showed you how much I love this ID. Before Tremor Hemorrhage was a thing, this is what we had for bleed teams for Ryoshu. Besides Kurokoma Ryoshu, who is also good, never sleep on +3 bleed count for 2 separate skills. And by God is she still relevant even today. She's still probably one of my favorite Walpurgis units ever designed due to how fun she is to utilize and how awesome she is in general. What about this ID's weak? Can't always use her Serious Skullbuster due to the fact she's a charge ID and she has ramp effects to activate them. That's literally all I can think of besides her support passive. This ID only just has the problems with charge IDs in general, but way lessened due to the fact that she actually has pretty fucking good gains on her unique charges on her skill 3-1 and skill 2. The only other real downside I can think of is that she is all potency, no count. But in this day and age, there's many count IDs in bleed to supplement that. She's above S tier for a reason. Her unique charge is busted. Slides after this will go more in depth regarding both Red Eyes and Penitence, but I wanted to quickly mention how her ramp up unique charge mechanic makes her clashes pretty substantial. Skill 1 goes from clashing 12 to 16, Skill 2 goes from clashing 16 to 22, and Skill 3-1 goes from clashing 17 to 25. These conditionals easily find a place among clashing even by today's standards. Red Eyes. Half of her unique charge gimmick, a good buff for Ryoshu's bleed potency application, giving +1, 2, or 3 to each application of bleed depending on the quote-unquote stage it's at. At stage 3, this turns her skill 1 from 1 bleed potency to 4 bleed potency, and skill 2 from 2 bleed potency to 5 bleed potency. When utilized on Serious Skullbuster, she can inflict up to 5 bleed potency, which is a nice touch on the other effects Serious Skullbuster gives. Penitence. For starters, the other half of Ryoshu's unique charge is Penitence, which is based off the most goated Zion in the series that a lot of y'all are too afraid to admit is the GOAT. 20 SP conditional to gain it passively, gaining Penitence when hit, healing an ally with the lowest HP/SP for up to 10% HP and 10 SP, and gaining up to 20% max HP as shield passively on top of previously mentioned Clash Power buffs or skills. Yeah, no, this shit is peak. The big one. Non-ego 30-3 rolling, 5 bleed potency, plus 160% damage buff depending on charge upkeep, and the third coin healing up to 3 allies with the lowest HP/SP, half of the people on the field, for 20% health and 15 SP, only requiring her unique charge and resonance to be fully utilized. What the hell? This skill also inflicts 3 bind and 2 attack power down. By today's standards, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but you cannot ignore the absolute utility this provides. Viewing her as more of a supportive bleed unit actually allows you to see her inherent value to Bloodlust team compositions. The debuff even has a fucking upside. How do I explain how crazy it is that an ID that's supposed to feasibly have in a disadvantaged state after spending their resources is still good? Ryoshu can heal around average 5 to 7% HP for the ally with the lowest health and 2 to 4 SP. This disadvantaged state locks her out of building up her coin/clash conditionals, which is bad on paper, yes, but she still has supportive value even when that happens, and it only lasts a turn. It's not the most, but it still allows her a place on the field regardless. If you're that worried about her clashes anyways, she has surely gained enough resources for ego by the time you even get this effect. NMLTS. Any other Ryoshu IDs you think qualify as good ID design? Anything I skipped regarding this ID that you want to cover personally? Have a good day. Be good people.